house that Kenny built is going down.
Always a majestic view of the War Memorial here in downtown. Indianapolis. It's a road game for the Kings, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Look at Indiana. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And nothing better than when you can fit the system and the talent. I mean, win after win. I tell you, what this is telling me is the team is playing with tremendous confidence.
Unstoppable right now, Greg. I mean, I don't know how long the streak's going to continue, but the important thing is that they're stacking up wins, and they seem to be getting better and better, which is scary for the rest of the league.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Jeff Adrian is out there with Rudy Gay. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mayo in at the two-guard spot. Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against New York.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Rondo. 9-point game his last outing. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Sacramento again missing. For Indiana, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And a wide open look for Freak. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Rondo passes to Adrian. Outside for Rondo. Kings moving the ball around. Feeds to Gay. Shot clock at 6. To end the run, and he nails the jumper.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Hill with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Scott with a screen on Rondo. Hill kicks to Freak. He dishes it to George. There's the screen. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Adrian kicks to Mayo. It's Gay with the drive. Back to Mayo. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Gay. That one wide left.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
And Doris Burke spoke with George Karl. Doris?
Yes, he's looking at how they can establish an edge in this one. He's looking for them to lock things down on the interior first and foremost. He said our shot blocking is something that can really help us if we just play smart and avoid fouls. We want them shooting over length, and that's one thing my guys do bring to the table. A sound strategy, Kevin.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
You know, we always do, but it really rings true with this group. When they get all 5 guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway.
Here's Adrian. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Indiana. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Sprewell. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
An interconference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
Now, here's Cousins. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. So it's the Pacers now. 6-point lead. Hill kicks to George. To the wing right side. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Cousins. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 6th in rebounding, 18th in scoring, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
Kufis checked in for the Kings. Collison comes in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Collison. He had 10 points in the win against New York.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Freak dishes to George. Now here's Freak, guarded by Mayo. Allen, a screen on Gay. And stolen by Kufis. Gay outside. And that one's good. Cousins.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's George. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Hill. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Indiana. Sessions comes in for Hill. Sacramento also making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. And Lee's subbed in for O.J. Mayo.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And George kicks to Sessions. Now the feed to Freak. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Ellis, he's checked in for Freak. Indiana leading by 4. Sprewell in a 2-guard. Robinson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Scott, and it's Sessions in at point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. George with the bucket.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Passes it to Mayo. Kicks to Cousins. Back to Mayo. Shoots the 3. Scott pulls it in. The Pacers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Robinson, that's good.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
The drive by Gay. The 10-footer finds the target. Gay's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Gay's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Sessions passes to George. Teardrop shot. And Paul's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got 3 assists in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Mayo dishing to Casper. And that one's good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Indiana leading by 7 to the inside and stolen by Cousins. Rondo against Robinson. Rondo kicks to Cousins. The Pacers pull it in. Freak's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Sessions passes to Sprewell. He feeds it to Scott. George sets a screen for Sessions. Back to Scott. Lots of room. And again, it's Indiana.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Mayo. 11 points for him in that last game against New York.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention?
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. Freak, number 1.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
Yeah, and he's got such a nice, soft touch inside or outside, and he has the ability to create high-quality shots for himself. That makes him a tough scoring threat.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks got the job done. He had 49 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Well, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And here is Cousins. George Hill getting it to go from deep. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from DeMarcus Cousins.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now, here is George. He's got 6, and that one's good.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Rondo dishes to Gay. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. The drive by Cousins. Great D that time from Sprewell.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And George gets it to go.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
Now here's Gay. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Here's Gay. Following the basket by Rodney Stuckey. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 6 assists here tonight.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Gay outside. Inside. Adrian kicks to Cousins.
On me.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball.
And that does it for the first.
Rebounding certainly a big part of the contributions you've made early in this one. Do you think this game is going to come down to which team hustles the most?
Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be about who wants it more. But we're playing with a passer right now. Hopefully, we'll stay driven the rest of the way in order to get this win.
Kevin, an interesting response. Over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the... And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
The second half is underway, and here's who George Karl's got on the floor. Rudy Gay is out there with Jeff Adrian. Then it's Mayo. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Cousins in at the 5. Screen by Cousins. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mayo kicks to Rondo. Now the dish to Cousins. Mayo, the pass to Rondo. Clock at 2. The shot. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard. And chalk up a few more points for them there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Now here's Freak. T right on him. Inside. That's good from Allen on the assist by Freak. And it's 9 points for Allen.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Outside Rondo. The pass to Cousins. Shot to stop the run. Sacramento again missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
No luck. Gay with the defensive effort.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Back to Rondo. Screen by Cousins. Rondo dishes to Cousins. Nice job coming off that screen. Cousins has got 9 points.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. We see an open look, we got to take it.
Freak number 1.
You know, they typically don't make the highlight reel free throws, but I tell you what, they do make a difference as to whether you win or lose. Knocking them down is critically important.
Down low. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
For Sacramento, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game, to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And George kicks to Freak. Shoots from the baseline. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. Rondo passes to Cousins. And the layup's good off the glass. Mayo's got his first basket.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Pacers leading by 22. Allen. Nice D from Cousins.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Cousins with a screen on Hill. Screen by Cousins. The drive by Rondo. The Pacers pull it in. Freak's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Hill kicks to George. Pass to Sprewell. Back to George. Dishes to Allen. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Allen. He has 11 points, and what a force on the boards. Taking over on the glass.
Just get out of the way, guys. He is throwing his body all around in that paint.
And Allen drops them both. Here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the middle. Here's Cousins. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lets it go from 14. And he knocks down the jumper. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
There's the pick. Rondo kicks to Cousins. In the corner, Mayo with it. Sacramento again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's the steal. He kicks it to Cousins. Rondo with it. He's picked up by Hill. Feeds to Gay. Back to Rondo. Screen by Cousins. And it's Rondo penetrating. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Rondo's got his first bucket of the night. Pass to Sprewell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Pacers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for Lavoy Allen. And Sessions subbed in for George Hill. Kings moving the ball around. Kufis kicks to Collison. They set the pick. He dishes it to Kufis. And he gets it to go. Kufis has got 8 points.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Freak with it, working on Lee. Freak kicks to Stuckey. Takes a 3. And good on the basket. Book it. 10 points for him.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Ellis, he's checked in for the Pacers. The Kings trail by 21. Sprewell, he's in at shooting guard. Allen is out there with Robinson. Then there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's Sessions in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
The drive by Cousins. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Cousins has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Kings. Pacers leading by 19. Deflects the pass. Freak dishes to Stuckey, and the shot is good.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Rondo kicks to Collison. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. No good from Gay.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Freak kicks to Robinson. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Gay outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pacers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Sacramento also making some changes. Jeff Adrian comes in for Cauley Stein, and it's Mayo in for Darren Collison. Freak with it. Now Mayo defending. Here's Sprewell, and again it's Indiana converting.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Gay is screen on Hill. Rondo passes to Gay. Clock at 6. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Sprewell, that's good.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Rondo kicks to Gay. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's 12 points for Rudy Gay. Pacers leading by 23. Stuckey outside. In the corner, it's Freak. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Rondo dishes to Gay. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Stuckey. Good work defensively by Gay. There's the feed to Rondo. Gay outside. Just 5 to shoot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Malone's checked in for Indiana. Young comes in for Hill. Now here's Freak. Bellinelli is covering. And Freak throws it down.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Outside Rondo. Kicks it to Bellinelli. Back to Rondo. Passes to Bellinelli. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Malone outside. In the corner, it's Freak. No luck. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Rondo passes to Schultz. Now Bellinelli. Misses off the right iron. Robinson against Rondo. Allen with the screen for Robinson. He feeds it to Freak. Malone kicks to Freak. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And now, let's hear it for your Pacers. And some changes here for the Pacers. Mike Scott's checked in for Malone. Paul George comes in for Robinson. And it's Hill in for Young. Rondo kicks to Gay. Here's the screen. Rondo against Hill. It's Gay with the drive. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And what a game for Freak. He's got 12 rebounds, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Malone's checked in for Lavoy Allen. And Robinson III comes in for Scott. Young is subbed in for George Hill. Collison dishes to Cousins. The turnaround Jay. The Pacers pull it in.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where.
Pacers also with the sub. Freaks checked in for Sessions. The Kings also with the sub. Kufis checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Lee goes in. That's good.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You've got to get into his airspace, and that was far from it.
Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Sprewell, the pass to Robinson. The dish now to Young. On the wing, George. Defended by Kufis. He was all alone on that one. And that's now 17 points for Paul George.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Indiana.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron. Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
The drive by Collison. 3 for Caspi. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Paul, what do you take away?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, his rebounding was a story for me tonight, guys. He couldn't have been any more ferocious on the boards. This game would have had a much different feel if he wasn't controlling the glass like that.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.